So this is the last video for this series quadratic equations. Here we are going to discuss the how to use the formula and what are the nature of the formulas. Okay, that formula we have done. The find the discriminant of the quadratic equations. Before going to the questions, first of all try to understand what do you mean by your discriminant. Okay, discriminant. If you say discriminant, what does it mean? Okay, discriminant is what? Here you see discriminant. When you are going to find the value of x in any quadratic equation, the x value is minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, this is the formula, minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here this part b square minus 4ac, on this part the nature of the roots depend. This is known as discriminant. In short we will write D. Okay, discriminant. So here in the first question you have to find the discriminant of the quadratic equation. So simply you have to find this b square minus 4ac. We can say D is equal to b square minus 4ac. So here in this question is your 2x square minus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. If you compare this equation with the general form of the quadratic equations, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we can see that a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 3 and c is equal to 5. Putting this value in the equation b square minus 4ac, d is equal to b square minus 3 square minus 4, a is your 2 and c is your 5. You will get how much? 9 minus 20 into 2, 40. That is equal to minus 31. So D is equal to minus 31. This is simple discriminant. This is the method to find the discriminant of the quadratic equation. Clear? The first question is clear? Okay. Now come to the next question. Next question. Next question. Discuss the nature of the root of the quadratic equations. Now here the nature. Nature is what? As I discussed, the D is what? D is your b square minus 4ac. Now here D can be greater than 0. D is equal to 0 or D may be less than 0. If suppose D is greater than 0, in that case we will say roots of the equation, roots of the equation are real and unequal. Okay, if D is equal to 0, root is real and equal. If less than 0, this is your imaginary root. Imaginary roots, or we can say not real. Okay, these are the three conditions. On basis of this we can discuss the nature of the root. Here in the question is your 3x square minus 4 root 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. If you compare this equation with the general form of the equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we will get a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 4 root 3 and c is equal to 4. So first you have find the d. D means b square minus 4ac. B is your minus 4 root 3 square minus 4. A is your 3. C is your 4. Now minus 4 minus 4 square is your 16 and root 3 square is your 3. 16 into 3 is your 48. So 48 minus 48, this is coming 0. So D is 0. D 0 means real and equal. So what we will say? Roots are real and equal. Clear? Second question, how to find the nature of the root? These three conditions you have to discuss. You have to remember this thing. On basis of this, we will find the nature of the root. Okay. Now come to the next questions. Question number 3. Question number 3. Without solving the quadratic equation, find the value of k for which the equation has real and equal roots. Just now, in the second question, I have discussed the real roots is equal. When it is equal, when d is equal to 0. So simply here, d should be what? D should be 0. Or we can say b square minus 4ac is equal to 0 when roots are real and equal. Real and equal. So here simply what is the equation? X k x square minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. When you compare this with general form of the equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So what we will get? A is equal to k, b is equal to minus 4, c is equal to 3. The addition is real and equal, means d is equal to 0. We can say d is equal to b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. What is your b? B is minus 4 square minus 4. A is what? A is k. C is what? Is 3 equal to 0. 16 minus 12k is equal to 0. Or we can say 16 is equal to 12k. Or we can say k is equal to what? 16 by 12. 4 4 ja 4 3 ja, yani that is your 3 1 by 3. So simply we can say this value is coming your k is equal to 1 by 3. Condition is real and equal roots. Condition b square minus 4ac should be 0. Clear? A dot. Okay. Next question. Question number 4. Okay. Question number 4. Question number 4. Find the value of m for which the quadratic equation mx square minus 6x plus m is equal to 0 real and distinct root. Now see here in the question, real and distinct. Distinct means what? Distinct means unequal. Okay. Distinct means what? Unequal roots. So here we are going to find the unequal roots. When it is unequal roots, we know that d should be greater than 0, or we can say b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. Real and unequal roots. Okay, what is the question here? Question is your m x square minus 6x plus m is equal to 0. And general equation is what? General equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Every time we have to compare with the general equation to find the value of a, b and c. Here a is equal to m, b is equal to minus 6 and c is equal to again m. B square minus 4ac greater than 0. B square minus 4ac greater than 0. What is the b square? B square is your minus 6 the whole square minus 4. A is your m. What is the c? C is also m greater than 0. It means 36 minus 4 m square greater than 0. 4 common. Okay. 4 common, that is equal to 9 minus m square greater than 0. We can say 4. This is your 3 plus m, a square minus b square, a plus b, 3m and 3 minus m greater than 0. Okay, this is the condition coming. Now here in this question, definitely here in this question we can see that your m cannot be 0, 4 cannot be 0, and this is 3 plus m and 3 minus m, but this is your inequations. So the method of solving the inequation little bit different with the equation. Okay, so here what is the method? First of all, let this value is equal to 0. Okay, let 3 plus m and 3 minus m, and this is your 4, this part is equal to 0. So here we can say 3 plus m is equal to 0. We can say m is equal to minus 3. Similarly 3 minus m is equal to 0. So m is equal to 3. We are getting the two values of m. One is minus 3 and one is your plus 3. But this is the solution for equation. We have taken, we are assuming that this is the equation, but here this is not the equation. Equation नहीं है, हम लोग मान रहे हैं कि equation होगा तो ऐसा होगा. Equation तो है नहीं. तो what is the next step we have to do? Okay, so draw a number line. Simply draw a number line. Okay, number line, and in number line what you have to do? The smallest number is your minus 3. So write down minus 3 here and plus 3 here. Okay, as the number line you see always number line, right hand side will be the bigger number and left hand side will be the smaller number. That part is clear. Now divide this into 3 segment. One segment is like this, greater than 3 this side. One segment is this part, less than minus 3 this side, and this is the between 3 to minus 3, in between this 3 side, and put the value plus, minus, plus. Almost all the questions of this type in equations we are going to do the same process. Okay, actually this process is not in the class 10, it is going to in the class 11, but as this question is here, we should know what is the method of solving this. Okay, or that you have to learn the method. This is the answer should be this. So then learning the method means you will not understand why I am doing this. Okay, but this is the technique. This technique you follow, you can do any sum. Okay, if suppose you are doing any sum, you can follow this rule. Okay, this technique, plus, minus, plus. Now here what happened? See the question. In the question given that greater than 0. Greater than 0 means what? It should be a positive. Greater than 0 means a positive number. Now you see where is the positive part? Which part is the positive part? See positive part. This is your positive. This is also positive. Means this pulse means greater than 3 and less than minus 3. So we can say m greater than 3 or m less than minus 3. In both the case, this is showing positive. You see, this is the positive part. This is the positive part. Okay, this part is the positive part. So for positive, you have to take the positive value. If should be less than 0, so you have to take the negative value. Okay, depending on the question. But here in the question is a positive one. So simply we can say m is greater than, m is greater than 3 or m is greater than minus 3. Less than, m is greater than minus 3 and m is less than minus 3. You have to write here. Okay, m is greater than 3 or m is less than minus 3. This should be the answer of the question. Clear? Okay. If you not understand, again see the videos and try to understand what is the steps you have to do. Clear? Come to the next question. Next question is question number 4. We completed. Is there any questions? I think no questions is there. Yes. Here. Very important thing. This is a note I have given you for you. This note is what? The important notes is very important. You go through these are the properties here. Okay. In this property, I would like to discuss the things. Here, if the question is ax square plus bx plus c has two real and distinct roots, if b square minus 4ac greater than 0, real and equal roots, b square is equal to 4ac, two real roots if b square greater than 4ac, and two non-real roots if less than 4ac. Okay, two rational and different roots, distinct roots, if and only b square minus 4ac is perfect square. Okay, and two irrational and different distinct roots if b square minus 4ac is a perfect square. Not a perfect square. Is not a perfect square. This is not a perfect square. B square minus 4ac is irrational number, and irrational roots always in the conjugate pairs. If suppose root under of BSC minus 4 coming in the root, in that case it will be coming conjugate like p plus q and p minus q. Okay, and this is the condition of this x minus alpha, x minus beta is less than 0. In that case this value, and this x minus alpha, x minus beta is less than equal to 0, then this condition, and x minus alpha, x minus beta greater than 0, this is the condition x less than alpha, x less than beta. The same condition which in the question number 4 I discussed. Okay, x minus alpha, x minus beta greater than 0 if and only if x is less than alpha and x is greater than beta, means your value of m is less than 3 and minus 3 plus 3. We have gotten this value. This is from the this condition. Okay, this part is clear. And after that, if there is any practice questions is there or not, I don't know. See, I have given this question, practice questions are here. Yes, here the practice questions is here. So you do the questions, practice questions. First, here question number 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2. You see the questions. These are the questions 1 and 2. All the questions based on that. Whatever the I discuss in the videos, I have given the question based on that. Do all the questions. Question 2, 1 and 2. Okay, and this part. Okay, and this is question 3 and 4. All the questions. Means whatever type of question, the nature of base of question we have discussed, all are here. Clear? Practice it. If you have any problem, you can contact me. I have given my WhatsApp number. You can anytime you contact. Okay. For if any difficulties is there. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day. Clear?